Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to another part of my F1 Manager 22 career mode here. We're here for the Miami Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the previous one at the Imola GP, then be sure to go check the one out before you see this one, because that was an absolutely stonking episode about a week ago now, so apologies it's taken so long for another episode to come out. It's been a busy time for me in the last week, but yeah, last episode was a real thriller. I mean, let's go through the previous results. So this is your last chance to go check it out before we look at them, because Gasly was able to secure his first podium of the season. Fernando Alonso P4 with a very aggressive and entertaining two-stop strategy to get up into P4. At one point he was, down like P17 trying to fight back through, and we split the strategies just to see how it would go. Gasly got a bit lucky with a free pit stop under a safety car for his one stop to the podium, and it worked out for us. It was a really good race, and in a race where I was a bit worried that maybe our win at the Australian Grand Prix with Alonso in his first race for the team was a bit of a fluke, a bit of, first time luck. But, I think Imola showed the car genuinely does have a bit of pace there. We just need to really nail the strategy, whether that's going to be a one stop with a maximum tyre saving or going early and committing to an aggressive two stop. I think that's the thing. If you commit to a two-stop earlier rather than later, you can actually make it work out if you have the car. And I think we do have the car. In qualifying, over one lap, our car is actually quite close to Red Bull and Ferrari. It is some way away now from Mercedes, depending on the circuit, I guess, because there may be a few circuits coming up that, Mercedes come back a little bit closer to us. But there are a few circuits where our car genuinely is that close to Red Bull and Ferrari. And Imola was one of those circuits where over one lap, clearly we did have a good bit of pace. I think one of our drivers even got the fast lap of the Grand Prix. I think it was Alonso. So, the car does have some potential. We just really need to nail the strategy and continue development and try and push that forward. And also driver development, because we've got +1 for Pierre Gasly. So in terms of the performance rating that I'm going to add on to him, I'm tempted by braking again, because that just seems so important. But at the same time, maybe we go for smoothness and add that on, because, if Gasly is our man who's going to be doing, the tyre wear strategy of trying to look after his tyres, that may be quite useful. In terms of email, we've got like 8 different emails here, so quite a lot to go through. So apparently engine cooling was something that we could be better on in terms compared to the grid and defending for Pierre Gasly. I mean, yeah, he did have to defend a little bit. To be fair, he did quite well, I think, in the recent race. Board check-in, their confidence is high. We're exceeding expectations. Financial report. Let's go have a look at this, just because, obviously, we've been spending quite a lot. But we're still, within a good margin of the cost cap, remaining 82 million. So that's not a worry. And we did get a cash injection from our latest board payment into May of 9.2 million. Now we've got overall, we've got development points for our technical chief. So we've got 2 of those. So let's add on to that. So where are we lacking? Underfloor actually is lacking quite a bit. And that's quite a big part of the car, actually. So let's go for 76. He's going to go up to 79 rated on the overall. We'll bump that up to 76 on the underfloor to try and get that up. Front wing also maybe is the next thing we bump up to 72. But 79 is pretty damn good. I mean, if we look at, staff overall available to us for the technical chief, 79 is very, very good. So we are the 5th best technical chief that we got hired. So that's actually very good. And a lot of these guys maybe aren't open to negotiation. This guy is from Alpine, but then the rest of them, AlphaTauri, Simon Resta, may be available as well. So maybe that's something we look into, actually. I'm going to scout Simeone Resta, because he was I believe he was at Haas, and now he's at AlphaTauri. So he's open to negotiation. So that may be something we look into for later on in the season. Yeah, he was definitely a Haas, because he was actually at Ferrari in the years gone by. So I'm going to go with detailed scouting for 30 days, and that will be a long-term little look-in of maybe hiring him in the future. We've got a brand new ATR period starting, so that means we're going to get going into some research for next year's car. So we've already got an underfloor that's already got a design going on, so we can't do a research into that. So another major part of the car, I feel, that's going to affect a lot of areas is, well, front wing and side pods. Let's go with front wing. Let's go with front wing. We're going to research into this. ATR, I want to do 3 different lots of research here, so I'm going to split them by 3, kind of. So 1.6 to 21 hours of the wind tunnel, so that's kind of by 3, so we can do 3 lots of research in 1 ATR period. The focus, well, everything needs to be adjusted, so I'm going to leave it on a balanced focus, because everything here is being reduced by -5 due to regulation changes for Season 3. So I think in my mind, it's just good to get a nice balanced improvement of everything. I've only got 2 engineers available right now, so we're just going to have to suck it up and deal with it on that front. Because I've also got... This is the balancing act, because obviously I want upgrades to come in for this season as well. So we are just going to have a small amount of engineers on every single one. It might take longer then to bring those upgrades in and get the research done. But I think that's the compromise of wanting some upgrades still coming in this season, and then also focusing on next season, which is, it's quite early in the year. You know, we're only after race 4 and we're focusing on next year's car as well. Our CFD simulator needs a bit of refurbishment, but an upgrade also costs 12 million, and I'm very tempted to save up for that upgrade. So I'm going to wait and hold up a little bit. I'm going to go for this upgrade on the CFD simulator, because you can see the gains there on airflow middle, downforce, drag reduction, DRS, airflow sensitivity, airflow front. It will be useful. The refurbishment, 4 million is quite a lot just to upkeep it, so let's just hold tight a little bit and then upgrade it. So we're in practice 3. Practice gone very well here around Miami. We've got 100% track climatization, 100% part knowledge, and 100% setup for Gasly, 93% for Fernando Alonso. So very, very positive practice session. Just getting a quick lap in on soft tyres, and then we're good to go. So we end FP3 in P1 with Gasly, Alonso, P5 for 4/10 there. Very surprising. So let's see if Fernando will close that up when we get into qualifying. But 100 across the board for Gasly here. Nearly 193 there for Alonso. Very promising stuff. Q1, Alonso getting off the mark well. P2 and P5 for Gasly. Leclerc looking pretty quick, but looks like we're in the mixer maybe with the Red Bull. Surprised Sainz is that far off in P6. Q2, and Sainz steps it up. He heard me, and he's now P1. Leclerc now is the one a bit off the mark in P4 there, but they're pretty tight actually. Gasly now up in P2, Alonso P6. The Mercedes cars only just making it through there. P9 and 10. One Alpine. Oh, Sebastian Vettel into Q3. Oh, that's very nice in the Alpine. Oh, that's really nice to see. Lando Norris P7 in the McLaren. So now we're starting to see Alpine and McLaren consistently creeping into that top 10 fight, which is nice to see. It's a stark difference from where McLaren were a lot of Season 1, and then Alpine, they started off quite slow, but Sebastian Vettel, around here at least, looks to be in the groove. And then finally with Q3, Verstappen is the one that's going to take pole position, though, despite the 2 Ferraris being quickest in the first 2 sessions. Leclerc alongside him, so the usual battle once again, but Fernando Alonso on the second row alongside the Ferrari. Gasly alongside Sergio Perez. Very fine margins though. Gasly could have maybe pipped Perez to P5 there. Then there was a bit of a gap, so I don't know if there's a bit of traffic potentially. The Mercs, again, about 2/10 away from us then in P7 and 8. Norris and Vettel round out the top 10, but we can do some good work hopefully from here. Let's see what this strategy is going to look like. So there is a 1-stop versus 2-stop around Miami. In Season 1, the 1-stop went really well for Bottas. We just ran out of fuel on the line, and we're able to get a very, very solid result. But in Imola, also we saw committing to a 2-stop is also quite a good way to go. And apparently, if you look at the estimated race time, this 2-stop right here with 2 sets of medium tyres is actually the shortest race time. So committing early again with Fernando Alonso on the 2-stop could be the way to go. Do we then split the strategy again just to cover all bases? I think that might be a good way to work. I loved it at Imola, just having that difference, because I could kind of take it was so much easier to manage Gasly and Alonso at the same time, because they were in different races. There were different parts where one needed micromanagement, one didn't. So I think let's split them again. Fernando Alonso did really well on that 2-stop, so I'm instilling confidence in him again to do a 2-stop and work out well. I'm going to start them both on the hard compounder tyre, but Gasly's going to go for the 1-stop. Alonso will go for the 2. And that's the commitment I'm making.
It's bright and sunny as the drivers line up on the grid. Looking at Fernando Alonso here. Starting in third place, they're in a really good position for this race. Next for the team, it's Pierre Gasly. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. Everything's been building to this. One of the newest races in F1, and hopefully one of the most exciting too.
All right, here we go.
The Miami Grand Prix.
From the second row,
And it's lights
Alonso
out.
underway.
Here
Gasly
we
from
go.
P6. Let's see what kind of start this is going to be into turn one. Alonso getting away well. It's right on board with him as he tries to attack the Ferrari ahead of him. Keeps Sainz at bay. Gasly stays in P6, so the Mercedes right behind, but hopefully that pattern of us pushing away from the Merc is going to just come true. But Alonso, let's see if he can stick with these top two, Verstappen and Leclerc, maybe in a world of their own, but Fernando trying his best to stick with them. What kind of tyre compounds are we on? So Alonso and myself odd out compared to the top six here on the medium tyre. Interesting. Alonso's gaining here. These two are going to be side by side. Is Gasly going to have a go maybe? Let's see. Got two different fights going on. Will Alonso go for a move on the Ferrari? Tries it. Gasly down the inside of Perez and does get him. And can he keep it through on the inside? Please, please. Yes. Lovely. Right, let's calm this down now. Especially for Gasly, let's calm this down because he needs to go the distance. But Alonso can go a bit balls to the wall. But let's look at this overtake then on Perez. Just diving down the inside. Perez got boxed in from Sainz, and Gasly through into P5. Gives us a bit of a buffer to Mercedes behind and gets us in the mixer. And Gasly's on the back of Sainz, gaining in the straight line. Can he actually go for a move on the Ferrari? He's gone defensive, so bit of a pocket of clean air to try and make the dive round the outside. Can't quite make it work, but then on the exit into turn one maybe. Let's see. Is he going to gain enough? I don't think so, to be fair. They're all medium, so to be honest, I'm not going to be fast if Gasly can't make a move, but he might go for it again. He is going to go for it. Ooh, close, but no cigar. I'm going to go for overtake mode on the back straight with Gasly. Right, overtake mode here for Gasly. Where's Alonso in comparison to his cars? So he's not... He's falling away a little bit. So let's try and deploy a bit and actually catch up. Whereas Gasly with overtake mode trying to actually get ahead into P4. Right, going overtake mode with Gasly. Going to go aggressive just for a bit, just to get him past here with DRS. Alonso might actually go for a move on Leclerc as well. DRS open for both of them. And also Gasly. Is there going to be a move for both our drivers? Fernando Alonso looking to make a move around the outside. Gasly, no, unable to make a move there. Gasly making a move though on Sainz. Come on, mate. Come on. Down the inside. Keep it through. Keep your foot in. Lovely. Lovely. That's what we want. That's what we want. Right, harvest through here. Alonso keeping calm and steady. I'm just going to let him do his thing, to be honest. And with Gasly, let's deploy and try and stay ahead if we can. Might be difficult. He's going to come back at us.
Copy.
Can he defend? I really hope so. Please stay ahead. Don't let him go down the inside here. Is he going to go for a move? No, he's not. Good. Right, nice. And Alonso, meanwhile, just hanging in the back of these guys with DRS. That's what we kind of want. Gasly needs to pull away a bit. Let's harvest, though, into turn one. DRS. One overtake on Verstappen. Can he get Leclerc? Don't think so. He'll be boxed in. Gasly's being attacked by Sainz. That's fine, though. We're on that one stop, so was expected maybe for Sainz to re-overtake us, to be fair. Alonso can't quite get that Red Bull then, but maybe on this straight. Gasly, meanwhile, in the pack here with Sainz. Just getting DRS off him, to be fair. So there goes Alonso. There goes Alonso. The move on the Red Bull. And maybe the Ferrari. If the Ferrari stays. Oh, the Ferrari very aggressive on the defensive move there. They're three abreast. Three abreast into the final corner. Amazing stuff. Alonso gets Verstappen. Can he go and chase after? He's got no ERS now. We deployed all of it on that straight. But with DRS, he may not need it. There he goes. Fernando, bloody Alonso, into P1 of the Miami GP. And Gasly got Sainz back into the last corner as well with DRS aided. That's good. He's annoying these two. That's fine. Two different separate groups working out here. Right, Alonso's definitely going to get overtaken again, but that's fine. Or maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Times one into this corner. Let's see behind us. Leclerc down the inside. Not surprising. Can Alonso fight back a little bit, though, and defend? I think he might, you know. I think he might. Good stuff. Right, let's harvest for a bit. Try and save that. And then Gasly stays P4. Perez actually overtakes.
Yep, copy.
So this is what we want. This is what we want. We're annoying the heck out of these two and giving actually Alonso a bit of a buffer as well. So Leclerc will overtake him with DRS. That's fine. We're harvesting at this stage. To be fair, we've already over-harvested this entire time. Gasly. Ooh, Gasly pinches Perez. Unable to actually stay ahead. Right, Leclerc goes through. But we're just harvesting this stage. And we're going to come back at him. Oh, Alonso might actually go all the way.
Yep.
Alonso might still... Nearly got him. Nearly actually got him there. Alonso re-overtakes Leclerc for P1. Let's just calm this down a little bit. Save a bit of fuel in this last sector. Same for Gasly. Let's save some fuel. Lap 8. Alonso and Leclerc swapping positions left, right and centre. We've got Alonso back to a decent level of ERS, I think. Meanwhile, Gasly... also in a similar fight with a Red Bull and a Ferrari, kind of in two different packs here, and then there's the pack of the Mercs with Norris and then Ocon and Vettel coming towards nearly there, but Alonso leads. He actually got away actually a little bit, you know. This might be a good chance. Let's go neutral here. Let's speed this up and then go deploy on the next bit. We might actually be able to get away a little bit here. If we attack enough, we could break DRS. Let's break DRS if we can. Let's go for it. Alright, so we've broken DRS, but I think Leclerc still got, actually to be fair, got DRS on that last section, but we are outside 1 second. Oh, and they keep getting into 9/10 just about, annoyingly. Gasly's actually got back ahead of Perez and Sainz. I'm very happy with him. He's on light, on hard tyres in doing this, so he's doing very, very well. Right, so sit rep. Alonso locked in still to this battle. Gasly now only fighting really Perez. Sainz seemed to be falling away a bit, but now that stern defense from Perez has just chopped him off a little bit. Tyre wear wise, our tyres for Gasly are better than everyone's. Alonso's hards are actually worse, but he's on the 2-stop with them. So you see on this map view, these three in a world of their own. Gasly and Perez, like I said, kind of visually looks like Sainz a bit closer through this last section, but he is actually falling away, and Gasly's in his own kind of world with Perez. So that's really promising. I think Gasly can actually catapult quite a lot with the 1-stop. Alonso, I'm still very happy with what he's doing on this 2-stop. To that also, he's on the hards. Is also another big factor. Like, we're going to be quicker on the mediums later on when everyone else is on hards. So our pit stop window's open. These guys are still going, so makes me think maybe the guys on mediums are doing a 1-stop. And if they are, well, we'll just have to see how Alonso can come back through on the 2. He managed it in Imola. Could he manage it here at Miami? Gasly in P4 there to maybe pick up pieces. Right, going early with this 2-stop for Alonso. He's in P1, so he's pitting from P1 onto mediums, and we're doing another stop after that. So this is the commitment. Whether it's the right one, well, we didn't know it was going to be the right one in Imola, but it worked out very, very well. So let's see. He's got no ERS here, so he's going to be a bit of a, maybe get caught up a little bit in the straight, but there we go. 35%. We've timed that very well, I think, in terms of the pit stop. So he's in now, and Gasly is going to be our lead Audi car now, doing an excellent job of saving fuel and tyres. So Alonso's P6. A lot of people came in. Let's actually just pause this here and check what people have done. So a lot of them have gone hard. So they must be doing a 1-stop. So Alonso's ahead of Verstappen. That's the promising thing. So this is where we try and build the gap to make this 2-stop work. And then for Gasly, well, he is how many away from Leclerc? He is only 1.7. So he's still in the mixer a bit here. Fastest lap by Fernando Alonso. That's what we like to see. Alonso overtakes Russell for P2 on the road. The cars are there behind that we're racing, but I'm hoping their tyres are going to go off at the end. Right, Gasly's coming in for mediums, and that's to the end of the race. And you can see that him and Alonso are quite close there. Alonso's caught him up. That kind of catching He's on worn hards. That's the kind of catching I'm hoping I'm going to do with Alonso at the end of the race. The Gasly's in, and Alonso will take the lead of the race. Now, where is Gasly going to feed out? Let's watch him. Comes in. I'm hoping at least minimum around there. Come on. Comes down the pit lane. Has to stop. He's going to come out behind Sainz. Yeah, behind Sainz. P6, but now on mediums. Gasly gets Sainz. There we go. And I think also got the fast up the Grand Prix, maybe? Gasly through on the Ferrari. Love to see it. Alonso's in his pit window. Gasly and Sainz are catching up to Perez, and Gasly's on light because I want to keep as much tyre there in there as possible for him to attack at the end. Alonso, 5.3 the gap, so the gap's starting to come down now. Yellow flag, sector 1. For what? Stroll's crashed. Stroll crashed, but he's still going. Still going. Ooh, okay. Rear end snap there for Lance Stroll. Right, pit window is going to be in, what, 2 laps time? So we can afford to attack now, full blast with Alonso. And then I'll deploy on the last lap as well. Right, going to deploy on this lap now for Fernando Alonso. And then we will pit. All right, Alonso pits in. There he comes. Gasly behind Perez. And doing well with his tyres. Right, Alonso out in P7, but on mediums. And Gasly's up into P3 now, having got Perez. And now we can maybe go aggressive mode and push a little bit more. Alonso looking to get Hamilton for P6, and then he's got clean air ahead of him. Gasly staying put in P3. Alonso's got to get him now. Overtake mode, let's go. Come on. Get him.
Use overtake.
You got to get him. Right.
Okay, copy.
Nice move. Right, now we go on. Save fuel there as well. Right, let's attack. Let's close up to the cars ahead, mate. Fastest lap by Alonso. Love to see it. Right, we got an interesting situation here. Gasly has actually got maybe what it takes to attack Leclerc. Alonso is catching up to Perez and Sainz rapidly as well. Right, overtake mode for Gasly. Let's push the fuel. Let's get past Leclerc. I want to try and get in Verstappen's DRS if we can. Come on. Come on. Surely you make this overtake. Round the outside. No. DRS shut there for us. Alonso, though, is going to go round the outside of Perez. Come on. To the inside. You got this, mate. You got this. Yes. Good stuff. And now again. On the Ferrari.
Like that was a position gained for Alfa
Let's push the fuel a
Romeo.
bit. Push the fuel. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get him. Let's get him. P4. Love it. Love it. Keep going. Meanwhile, Gasly having a go maybe at Leclerc. He's not quite going for the move when I want him to. He's getting stuck a little bit. And now Alonso can see Gasly up the road. 7 laps to go. We've got the tyre wear for this. We've got the tyre wear for this. Right, now we go. Overtake mode. Push on fuel. Come on, get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Gaining. Gaining. Pulling out to the inside. Overtake mode, proving tricky to get past his Ferrari. Verstappen just up the road there. Oh, Gasly on the inside. No, not quite. Right, I've got to go attack with Gasly. I've got to go full out attack, otherwise he's not going to get him. Alonso's closing up now as well. Come on, Gasly. Come on, have a bit of fight, mate. Let's get him. Yes. DRS. DRS closes. The Ferrari keeps moving about, and it's closing DRS for us. Right, Alonso's closed up here. Alonso's here. Alonso's arrived. I might, if Gasly can't get him on this straight, I'm going to tell him to let Alonso by, because otherwise it's just going to hold us up. Come on, Gasly. You've got to make the move here. Yes, Gasly. Good stuff. Finally. Right, go standard. Go attack. Let's go neutral now. And let's slow this down just to finish that move off. Good. And then Alonso attack. And then hopefully, actually, let's defend with Gasly. Let's try and stay ahead of the Ferrari. Come on. Please don't overtake us. Good. Harvest. Right, Alonso, attack here now. Come on. Let's do this. Right, Alonso attacking. Overtake mode. It's not gaining us too much there. Gasly's going for the lead. Gasly's going for the lead. Oh, my God. Alonso there as well. Where is he? Will he go for the move? Yes, he does. The big dive down the inside. He's going to have very little ERS now. Gasly, well, he's got no ERS, but just with maybe pure tyre pace, he could do something here. Fernando Alonso trying to jockey around, but Gasly's the one in P1. How's that happened? Right, overtake mode. Defensive for Gasly. Can he stay ahead of Verstappen? And can Alonso go for the move on Leclerc? Defend this, mate. Defend this. Nice. Save fuel through here. Save fuel through here. Harvest. Right, both of them on a harvest because we're on such low ERS battery levels. This is going to be tight. This is anyone could win this. Anyone could win this now. Gasly trying to defend. Can he keep ahead of Verstappen? Yes, he can. That's lovely. That's what we want. Right, ahead. Gasly. Does he stay ahead of Verstappen? Yes, he does. Nice. Harvest all of that. Alonso's the one. I'm very surprised Alonso's not getting past here. The tyres are going to fall off now. I think the tyres are going to fall off. All right. Gasly has no battery. He's going to get swamped here. I'm really hoping Alonso can come here to pick up the pieces, but I'm very surprised. He's kind of lacking a bit of bite to attack the cars, whereas Gasly now, he's going to see the Red Bull fly by. That's fine. That will give us some time to save some ERS here, maybe for a final last-ditch effort. Alonso, why is he not... I mean, I know I'm saving here, but when I'm looking for the attack, he's not going for it. I'm going to harvest through all of here because he's just not getting the move done on this straight at all. Gasly will defend Leclerc successfully there. Right, overtake mode. Go, go, go. Attack. Everything. Right, Alonso's there. Can he overtake mode? Come on. Get a podium, mate. Get a podium. Where is the fight from Fernando Alonso gone? Lap 52, he's still not attacking. Gasly's overtaken Verstappen for the lead again. Right, Gasly defending with ERS. Alonso, take 2. DRS this time is staying open. This might be it. Can he finally get past for a podium at least, minimum? Round the to the inside. Come on, keep your nose in, keep your nose in, keep your nose in. Keep attacking, keep attacking. No. What is going on? I'm mystified that Alonso hasn't flown by these guys and Gasly's the one holding people up. Well, Gasly's still in P1. I don't know how. I don't know how he's still in P1, but he is. Alonso's finally got P3. Thank God. I missed that. We missed that. He's finally got P3. Come on. We can win this race. We can.
Alfa Romeo.
Here's the overtake. Oh, Verstappen on the inside. Let's watch this overtake, though.
Now watch this. Here's Alonso.
I think Leclerc locked up, maybe. Oh, Leclerc. Oh, no. Alonso just did him on the inside. Alonso just did him. And we cut back to this action. Oh, look at this. This is exquisite stuff. Gasly. Don't fight your teammate, mate. Don't fight your teammate. Overtake mode. Hopefully he stays ahead of the Ferrari, though. Right, micromanaging this like mad. Right, overtake mode. Pushing. Aggressive. Let's go for this move. Push. Neutral. I think this Ferrari's going to get us. Gasly put up a valiant effort. Alonso. Where is he? DRS. Let's go harvest. Save fuel. Light.
Catch on. Okay.
Gasly down to P4. Last lap of the Grand Prix. Right, can Alonso go and chase after this win? Gasly might actually even overtake. Come on. Wait, hang on.
Overtake available.
Gasly, push fuel. He can actually overtake him. He's got no DRS. And then with this Alonso, we harvest and then go balanced. Or actually save fuel. Can we get him into the last sector? Gasly, though. Come on. Let's see a move here. Gasly could still get a podium here. Come on. Come on. On the inside. Does he keep it in? Let's go attack. Screw it. We've got nothing to lose now. Tyres going off. Everyone's going off. Oh. Right. Alonso, this is your chance, mate. This is it. This is it. It's now or never. Fernando Alonso. Are you going to try and get Verstappen to the final corner? Alonso. He's gaining. He's gaining. He's gaining with DRS. Will he go for the move? Okay, come on, Fernando Alonso. Down the inside of the last corner. Oh, it's so close. Meanwhile, Gasly does get the Ferrari. Alonso to the line. Can he do it? No. Doesn't quite get it. But Gasly gets third. What a drive from Pierre Gasly. What a drive from Pierre Gasly. His tyres were shot. and he still got the 3rd place. Alonso by 2/10 misses out on the win, on a 2nd race win for our team. It was so close. DRS was open there. If it didn't close like it did on the left-hand side, maybe Alonso on the line could have got it. Photo finish. Who knows? Wow, oh wow. Wow. Verstappen, worthy victor, but what a race! What a race. Double podium, 2nd and 3rd. Imola wasn't a fluke. Imola wasn't a fluke. We are here now, looking to scrap it with these guys. Outstanding result. Another fast lap by Alonso. So, you know, the 2-stop there for him working well. And this time it worked better because he got ahead of Gasly. Gasly, though, on those worn tyres. Don't know how the hell he managed to get 3rd place still, but he did. And it was not even 2/10. It was 1.5 tenths there. Alonso could have got a 2nd win this season. But Alonso and Gasly flying in the championship 4 and 5. And we've broken the 100-point mark already, and we're firmly away from Mercedes. We're now closer to Ferrari than we are to Mercedes. That says a lot. We carry this up. We could try our best to claw our way towards one of those teams in the top 2. And to celebrate, we've got a helipad refurbishment. We got a good amount of cash for that sponsor. Manufacturing suspension done, and we've got 12 million in the bank, which means we can afford maybe the HQ facility upgrade of the CFD simulator soon rather than later. But guys, if you have enjoyed that one, a double podium, then be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.